The flickering flames of rebellion cast long shadows over the dense forests and rugged hills of western Myanmar. Deep within the heart of this contested land lies a story that few dare to tell, a story of defiance, history, and the audacious dream of redrawing the map of Asia. This is the tale of the Arakan Army, a force that has risen from obscurity to threaten the very foundations of a nation, with implications that could ripple across the region and beyond. Rakhine, or Arakan, as it was once known, is a land of contrasts. Its shores kiss the Bay of Bengal, its hills cradle ancient temples, and its soil hides untold natural wealth. But for centuries, its people have endured the weight of conquest, marginalization, and conflict. The Arakanese, fiercely proud of their distinct identity, remember a time when their land was a flourishing kingdom, a maritime power that traded pearls and spices with faraway lands. But in 1784, their kingdom fell to the Burmese Empire, and with it, the seeds of a centuries-long struggle were sown. Fast forward to the present day, and Rakhine is no stranger to turmoil. The region gained international attention for the Rohingya crisis, a tragedy that saw hundreds of thousands displaced, their lives uprooted by ethnic and political violence. But as the world focused on the plight of the Rohingya, another story quietly unfolded, a story of an insurgent group growing stronger, bolder, and more determined. This is the Arakan Army. Born in 2009, the Arakan Army started as a small, shadowy militia with a dream to establish an independent Rakhine state. But this was no ordinary rebellion. They weren't just a group of disillusioned fighters, they were a meticulously organized force with a clear strategy and growing influence. Over the years, they have expanded their ranks to thousands of well-trained soldiers, waging guerrilla warfare with astonishing precision. Their motto? Rakita, meaning protectors of Arakan. What makes the Arakan Army so intriguing is their timing. The 2021 military coup in Myanmar plunged the country into chaos, weakening the central government and creating a power vacuum. The Arakan Army seized the moment, gaining territory and support in Rakhine. They struck deals, formed alliances with other insurgent groups, and established de facto control over parts of the state. For the people of Rakhine, many of whom felt abandoned by Myanmar's government, the Arakan Army became both a symbol of hope and a force to be reckoned with. But here's where things get even more complicated. Rakhine is not just any corner of Myanmar. It's a region of immense strategic importance. Sitting on the Bay of Bengal, it is a gateway to the Indian Ocean. It is also home to vast reserves of oil and natural gas, resources coveted by global powers like China, India, and the United States. China in particular has invested heavily in Rakhine, building pipelines that transport energy to its southern provinces. The rise of the Arakan Army poses a direct threat to these projects and could disrupt the delicate balance of power in the region. India, too, is watching closely. The Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport Project, a key initiative connecting India's northeast to Myanmar through Rakhine, is critical to India's Act East policy. If the Arakan Army achieves its goals, it could redraw not just Myanmar's map, but also India's geopolitical strategies. But this isn't just about geopolitics. At its core, this is a human story. The people of Rakhine have lived through decades of war, poverty, and displacement. The rise of the Arakan Army is as much a reflection of their resilience as it is of their desperation. For some, the Arakan Army represents liberation and the promise of a better future. For others, it is a harbinger of more bloodshed and suffering. The dream of an independent Rakhine is not without its challenges. Even if the Arakan Army were to achieve independence, the road ahead would be fraught with uncertainty. Could a new nation rise from the ashes of conflict and build a stable, prosperous future? Or would it become yet another pawn in the great geopolitical chessboard, torn apart by internal divisions and external pressures? The stakes couldn't be higher. For Myanmar, losing Rakhine would be a devastating blow, not just territorially, but also symbolically. For the region, it could set a precedent. inspiring other separatist movements across Asia. And for the world, it is a reminder that borders, no matter how fixed they seem, are not set in stone. As we stand at this crossroads, the story of the Arakan Army serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of nationhood, identity, and resistance. It is a story of a people who refuse to be forgotten, a land that refuses to be silenced, and a dream that refuses to die. Whether that dream becomes a reality or a nightmare remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the echoes of this struggle will be felt far beyond the borders of Rakhine, reshaping not just maps, but the very fabric of our world.